Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. I actually have a surprise for you. My friend Dan came over, and we were like, hey, let's make a Hearthstone video. So even though I'm in the middle of a run, Dan's going to join me for the rest of this. Hey, Dan.
Hey, while you were out of the room, I was looking through the deck, and it looks really strong to me.
Well, I'm glad you think so. What did you say was the weakest card in the deck?
I thought it was the Lord of the Arena.
Right.
And the second place for what I kind of thought was suboptimal was the second Earth Shock, although it's probably fine.
I guess that's what we'll find out as we face our stiffer competition.
What was your opinion about it?
Oh god, well, the proof will be in the pudding, I guess, for whatever I said in the first video. That was a couple of days ago, but I think I said that I thought the deck was pretty good. I think that's what I said.
I'll predict 8 for this.
8? Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm a little biased because I already know that you've got the first 2 wins.
Right, right. Well, you want to give a range? You think like 7 to 9, 6 to 8, 8 to 10?
8 to 10. I think it's on the high end.
8 to 10. All right. Well, strong words from Dan. He's willing to make more bold predictions than I am. I'm always scared to make predictions because I always do the wrong ones and it looks really silly.
That's fine. You will go 0-3 at this point.
Yeah. Mathiv 12. Interesting name. Well, I think we can probably both agree to mulligan those.
Yep.
What do you think about the other two?
I would kick back the Twilight Drake. I'm not sure if you would or not.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, you could coin it out on turn 3 and do pretty big, but I think I'd rather just fish for a real 2 or 3 drop. And we got both of those, so that's nice. Fairy Dragon's pretty good against mages too because they can't frostbolt it or burn it out with Fire Blast, which is really nice.
You're not going to coin that out on turn 1 though?
No, I don't think so. I mean, all you'd really get out of that is a totem.
Totem, that's true.
Doesn't quite seem worth it.
I was playing a Hunter deck the other day, and I was really a big fan of just coining 2 drops out on turn 1 so I could start using the hero ability even if I didn't have anything else. Whereas totems don't. It's not any kind of benefit if they're not doing anything for you early on.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could make the argument that by having an extra totem out, you are able to predict better what totem you'd get.
I think it's more likely you're going to just save yourself a couple damage than you're actually going to do anything actively about it to the opponent.
Well, we've got a lot of interesting choices on this turn. So one option is to play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, kill the Piglet, have the Flesh-Eating Ghoul grow to 3/3. Another option is to coin Ascension, still probably kill the Piglet. And then another option is actually to play Stormforged Axe and use that to kill the Piglet.
I would have coined out the Ascension is my choice here.
Yeah, because that is...
Because mages have a hard time with that Fairy Dragon if you can protect that a bit.
Yeah. This is where Fairy Dragon really shows its worth. It can't be shot to death by the Mage's Fire Blast, and then the Ascension holds up really nicely against the Hunter. So here we'll see if the Ascension can bait out a Fireball or...
Well, either a Fireball... Probably the worst... Well, I don't know if it'd be the worst. Good try. I was thinking it might be pretty bad as a Cone of Cold.
Oh, yeah.
But even that's not that bad. You still have the Ascension. That's annoying. Oh, whoa, you got the Earth Shock for that.
Oh my god!
Isn't that perfect?
I get to use Earth Shock?
Wait, nah, do you want to play out the Ghoul first?
I think you want to play out the Ghoul first, yeah. Let's keep the Fairy Dragon in the middle like a pro player.
I do that so often. I mess that up.
And then Earth Shock, don't think I've ever actually gotten to do this.
I've done it on those 3/1 shield guys, but not one of those.
Now here's a question. Do you trade the Fairy Dragon or do you damage the Ascension?
So, I would... Or do you just swing past?
Ooh, wow. I wouldn't swing past.
Well, Motive Mages have for buffing, I guess. I mean, even a Dark Iron Dwarf isn't bad here.
Yeah, Dark Iron Dwarf wouldn't be that bad. It's hard to say. I mean, the problem is that it sort of compounds. Like, if she does, you know, have a way of killing or silencing the Ascension, then now this thing gets to kill the Fairy Dragon off.
Which you were thinking of trading off anyway.
I think I want to kill it with Ascension. I've had a lot of situations where I like kind of throw away a minion, and then I really regret that I didn't just damage another one.
Right.
I can't think of what Mage could do with 5 mana concretely that would make me regret having this engine be at 3. Well, she could Frostbolt it, obviously, but she can't really Frostbolt Ascension. She needs to get this Flesh-Eating Ghoul out of the way. Alright, so we've got a couple of options here. One is just to play Silverhand Knight and just kill off the Sorcerer's Apprentice by trading.
What about Axe?
Or the Axe.
I like axe and totem.
I think that's what I was leaning for here.
Hope for a healing totem?
Healing would be pretty money right here. We
Oh,
actually
there
got
it
it. That is kind of incredible. Note the order is important there. You really want to kill that Sorcerer's Apprentice first so that the Flesh-Eating Ghoul grows. We even have a Lightning Bolt here for some damage to the face potential to burn the opponent out. I mean, she's getting pretty low, and we have board advantage. This is a pretty dominating game right here.
Blizzard, yeah.
Ah, Blizzard. Well, we were very lucky we got that healing totem because the Flesh-Eating Ghoul would have been dead otherwise.
Yeah. So next turn is sort of Flame Strike territory.
Yeah. So would you really hold back the Silverhand Knight
I would
here?
hold back the Silverhand Knight.
And play the Raider instead?
Probably play the Raider. And, well, see what we get for a totem.
Raider?
And Raider, yeah.
I'm inclined to hit her in the face.
I am too,
We
yeah.
have
The
another
3
axe.
ticks is a lot. And what else are you going to do with all those axe things?
Yeah. Alright, so now we'll see if she has the Flame Strike. Ideally she doesn't, but even if she does, it's her whole turn. We get to repopulate with a very good drop afterwards. She does not have Flame Strike, that's good news. She does have a Taunter.
You get axe and bolts.
Earthshock number 2!
Well, it seems unnecessary.
Well, let's think about it. If we Earthshock this thing, we can swing her for 7.
Right.
She's then to 7, down to 5, down to 2.
Bolt. Oh, that's really close.
It is really close. Do you go for it here?
Yeah, I think you've convinced me. Getting her down to 2 with another axe in hand, like how many taunt guys in a row is she gonna have to?
And plus, we still have our minions.
Right.
All right, let's go for it. I actually wasn't that convinced myself, but down to 2 is pretty low. I think even if you decide not to make the play, I think it's still worth to always.
Well,
think
you don't
about
need
it.
to bolt here. You just play the guy out, and then you're more likely to get a little complacent.
Yeah.
And then next turn you're fine even with Flame Strike.
That's true, yeah, because if she plays Flame Strike, it's her whole turn. Everything dies, but then Axe plus Bolt kills her. Unless she has like a Goldshire Footman or something to...
Which then you're threatening to kill the turn after.
Yeah.
Well, no, then you've got the Forked Lightning.
Oh, that's right.
So.
2 Forked Lightning. No Flame Strike here.
No.
Cone of Cold to freeze my team. I actually probably could have played more precisely earlier and put this on the other side of the totem, but that's pretty minute. Anyway, no taunt, no life gain. Yeah, those 2 Earth Shocks, huh?
That was good, yeah.
It's pretty good here. And we get the kill. Well played. Massive 12.
Wait, where are you?
Math 5-iv.
5-iv.
Math 55-iv.
It's supposed to be S's, right?
No.
If you're into
so bad.
elite speak.
Alright, well an intermediary objective is to get 2 more wins with Shaman at least before we bow out. Get that 60 gold quest. You know, I found recently that, like, if I just take a little break from Hearthstone, like, my gold just shoots up just from, like, finishing the daily quests and, like, playing Constructed. Is that how you've made your gold? Because I know you told me you were up to, like, 2,300 or so.
Yeah, I'm up to 25 because I had a good run yesterday, but, yeah, I won't go... Well, I think the other thing is I lost a lot of gold early on after I had a 12-win Priest run, and then I decided to go for like 8 1 to 3 win Priest runs in a row. Which I don't know if you'd say I decided to do that, but
yeah,
there's some decision making involved in that. So get rid of everything but the.
Seems good to me.
Yeah,
we have a pretty good curve. Don't want to keep 4-drops around.
It's not the best,
but against a fellow Shaman, this axe, even if I use this just to kill 3 totems, I feel like
that's definitely worth it.
Okay, this is gonna be aggressive. So, do you coin out Stoneforged Axe here?
Yeah, why not?
Well,
next turn you're kind of
can't totem. But here's the thing: the other way of killing this Leper Gnome is to use a Lightning Bolt, which also stops us.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I would coin that out. I guess.
Yeah, so we're not gonna get to play a totem. So that Leper Gnome did its job. It dealt 4 damage to us, and it stopped us from making a totem on turn 2.
Well, with any luck, you'll play some kind of 2/3 that you can bolt.
Yeah, or just make a totem.
Well, I guess that's not lucky. But.
Yeah, 2/3 wouldn't be great. With any luck, he'll play like a 3/2 or just make a totem. Please don't play an ooze. I've been oozed a lot, I feel. Like, way more often than I should be, given how bad that card is.
I don't know why you think that card is bad. For something that wrecks you a whole lot, it's not actually that bad.
I know. know I really should revise my opinion of the ooze, but I just can't get over how bad I think it is.
I don't know why I'm happy playing vanilla 3/2s.
I don't know, they just don't do enough. Alright, my opponent after a leper gnome, making us think he was aggro, is off to nothing. Hit this with the axe, play Wolf Rider?
Sure.
There's not much else to do here. Luckily, the Shaman cannot hero ability to kill the Wolf Rider. And now, actually, we survived the early game despite that scary-looking leper gnome, and we can just play our really good stuff.
What do you play first here?
Probably
the teacher?
Oh,
hey,
we got
out.
lucky! Yes!
Oh, that's
well,
great.
that makes up for the Mad Bomber killing my Jungle Panther recently. Please don't be a taunt totem. It's the 1/1. Actually, that's fine.
You probably have to trade it then.
Yeah, the Wolf Rider's going to be dead anyway. I think you play the Violet Teacher here.
Yeah.
It's bigger than the Gnomish Inventor, and
we're probably getting to the point where next turn you might have a good Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, depending on what my opponent plays, you know, Atlee the Shaman here, Gnomish Inventor plus Lightning Bolt might be the appropriate play. Flame Tongue Totem, okay. Does he have a Rock Biter weapon?
Oh, I was gonna say
double Flame Tongue. Oh my gosh, so this 1/1 was actually really clutch. Otherwise, the thing couldn't have died. Oh, hey. Well, do you just play this?
Yeah, I think it's hard to deal with.
I think you should play that. That seems totally fine.
I had a deck a little while back, which was not a good idea with 5 Flame Tongue totems. I was just testing how many is the optimal number. 5's not it.
Would you say the optimal number is lower or higher than 5?
It's a little bit lower.
A little bit lower? Okay. This is actually starting to get out of hand. Because we're super overloaded and my opponent has a lot of stuff to do.
Oh, it's good here. Well, you just play a 2-drop and bolt one of the guys.
I hate, but the thing is, this totem's gonna get to kill the panda.
True.
I mean,
and you could just bolt and pass. That's.
I think bolting the totem. I think because if the totem's
gonna
die
totem's
anyway.
Just gonna die anyway. Yeah.
So you might as well. That went awfully bad in a hurry. Man, it all started with him getting that 1/1. If he hadn't gotten the 1/1, my Violet Teacher could have survived against 2 totems, and then it all would have been different. But alas. Anyway, he's continuing to play slow, making a totem on turn 7. That's pretty remarkable. He's got his own Stormforged Axe. Luckily, the totems all come out in a row, so he can't get the totem on the other side of the Flame Tongue.
But if you give him something to run it into, then you're in trouble.
I think this plus the Lightning Bolt we just drew to kill the Flame Tongue totem is what leaps out at me.
Then we're in a fine spot.
He does get to use the axe to kill the Squire, which significantly diminishes the value of Silver Hand Knight. Oh no! Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
But still, it's probably the best of what we could have done.
You could have done that in Ascension.
I could have made the Ascension instead.
A little less efficient.
Yeah. Next turn with 7 mana, we could use the Panda to bring this guy back.
That seems
and
bad
replay him.
Unless it's damaged.
Yeah. So all in all, the opponent has 8 cards plus a weapon to our 6 cards, but a lot of his cards are totems, so...
Yeah, cards-ish.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed. I used to kill totems less aggressively, but now I just actually am very proactive in killing them because otherwise you just get a bunch of those taunt totems over and over. Makes it impossible to do anything.
Well, we have 7 mana and a whole bunch of 4-drops, which is unfortunate. I think the Panda looks pretty awful here with this 2/4 in play.
Well, what if you Panda first and then play Senjin?
You could do that. You know, that's probably the best thing we can do. So we have to hope here that he doesn't have a way to get past Ascension, but we're in pretty dire straits.
Yeah, if he does, we're in trouble anyway.
Yeah.
Like a elemental here would be bad.
Oh, yeah, that'd be real
bad.
But
when is it ever good?
4th Lightning Man, that spell damage totem. I guess if he was down to just 2 totems. There's really no way to avoid the spell damage totem forever. So he got a lot more mileage out of his axe than we did. And now I'd say we're in bad shape. We have like 4 cards to his 3, and he has a completely full board. He has all of the totems and a top 5/5 Stealth Tiger. This is looking bad.
We don't really have any outs, do we?
We don't have really any outs at all. Well, let's just draw a card. See what we get. Velocity Raider, not exactly the hero that Gotham needed. You want to just play the Ogre Magi?
Yeah. Is there anything good to target with Earthshock?
Nope. I mean, unless you want to kill this 1/1 totem. with
Well,
it.
let's think about this. I mean, the problem is anything we kill, he can just remake. So
Yeah. I mean, you could Earthshock a totem without killing it to stop him from getting the effects, but that seems a little
no, you
bit...
can't. You got the ogre.
Oh, right. It would be 2 damage. Whoops. Yep. Good call. We would have to do that before playing the ogre.
Actually, that might have been the right thing to do. Is do that to the taunt totem.
So you couldn't remake it.
Yeah.
Although, with Flame Tongues and the potential of Bloodlust, you don't really want to leave a Shaman with things around anyway. So he has a coin flip to kill both of our creatures. And he wins both coin flips. Obviously, I don't really care that much.
We're gonna lose
Because we're going to lose anyway. The good news is I get to Earthshock a Scarlet Crusader.
That always
before I
feels
go.
good.
That always does feel good, yeah.
You should throw in a threaten when you do it.
The elements will destroy.
Yeah. Feels good. Why do you apologize?
I have a quest for killing minions. Let's kill off that tiger. I mean, technically
Actually,
we could win.
Look at this. This isn't... I mean, if
Technically.
he's out of gas... I saw the game the other day when you were expecting to concede at any turn and then you won.
Yeah. I thought stole a Boulder Fist Ogre and a Power Word Shield from my priest opponent.
Yeah.
And then I played them both and ended up being enough. Oh, he's got another Hex.
Well, okay. It's worth 6. Shoot.
Yeah, we're low. Murloc Tide... Oh, man. Losing to someone who just manners a Murloc Tide Caller at you. I don't think I have any Lightning Storms in this deck.
1, 2, 3, 4... I guess taunt totem would save us a turn.
Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, we might survive the turn.
Yeah. You can't put any more creatures down.
That's right. His all filled up. He can throw away a 1/1 though, if he wishes.
That's true.
Uh-oh, this looks bad. Doesn't look good. So we somehow ended up not conceding.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, throw the Brave and Run.
Oh, well played, sir. Well played.
That's clever.
Alright, so it's kind of sad losing the mirror match with what we both thought was a pretty strong Shaman deck. But, you know...
he had that mass removal.
Yeah. Actually, does my deck have any hexes? I don't have any hexes.
No. Maybe that's... Everything, it looks strong, but there's just a couple key components that you're missing.
No hex, no lightning storm.
Well, if I thought about that, I might not have said 8 to 10 wins.
Really? No hex and no lightning storm makes you downgrade from 8 to 10 to 6 to 8?
Unless you have 3 fire elementals.
Only got 1. It's like for every key card that you're missing, the replacement had better be an extra fire elemental, or else it's bad.
I would place 6 to 7 fire elementals in the deck, I think.
Wow. That is dedication.
I mean, everything else better be cheap, but...
So, I'm thinking of keeping this, and I'm thinking, tell me what you think, I'm thinking of actually playing Sergeant on turn 1 and using it to kill a recruit. I've done that before and been happy about it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I don't like both of these guys being one top. I guess the Wolf Rider is just removal, but...
Yeah. Would you mulligan the Wolf Rider?
Yeah, probably.
Well, I want to try this play.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's do it for education. There was one, maybe it's colored by the fact that there was one time where I won my 12th game of the arena. Where...
threaten him. Oh, dog it.
Sorry, I never do that.
Yeah, I know.
Where I did this on turn 1 against the Paladin. Now, maybe I would have won anyway and then won more easily.
I guess, I mean, it pretty much forces him to... Well, that's fine.
Ooh, well, that's fortunate because that's obviously Noble Sacrifice, and I will just run in. Yeah, so we just trade a 1 mana card for 1 mana card. He would have been much better off playing... Well, he couldn't on turn 1.
He can coin.
Yeah, he could coin it.
Well, that's the only thing I thought is your benefit there is you made out the coin for not actual any advantage on his part.
So I guess that worked out well then. Chalk up another victory for turn 1 Abusive Sergeant against Paladins. Well, here I think the Golem is an easy choice, the Golem, not the Ghoul, because the Ghoul just dies.
Yeah.
And the Golem is back.
That's my favorite thing to do against 3/2 guys on turn 2.
I know, it just feels like you're on top of the world. Now, if this is a Paladin, Luckily, this thing can't be... Well, it could be...
Three mana, you're still safe. What are they gonna do? Give it plus even if he could target it.
He could give it Argent Protector and put Divine Shield on it.
Yeah, whatever. There's only so much you can play around.
Well...
Kill that and then Forked Lightning.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
The order is important, so first we do that, then we do that.
I encourage you to do that.
And then we do that. So now he is at 4 mana, so he can do a True Silver Champion or Hammer of Wrath to kill this Flesh-Eating Ghoul, but that's actually fine because it'll be his whole turn and I still have a goal.
I'd be more fine with him doing True Silver Champion than the Hammer, I think.
I think I would have rather seen a Hammer, because the True Silver Champion sticks around.
It sticks around, but what's he going to do with it? Because next turn all you're doing is playing a totem.
That's right.
I mean, is he going to trade it for half of a golem? That's not the greatest thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's great. I mean, he can... That's fine. He throws away the other half of his sword. Kill a totem.
Yeah, he almost certainly won't do that. Although, who knows?
But that's why I was saying I was fine with the True Silver Champion. There's nothing good for him to do with it.
Oh my gosh, is he really throwing a wolf down just to have it die to the golem? That would be crazy. I think he is. So here, we've got to choose between making a really big drop or playing Doomhammer. The Doomhammer lets us kill off this recruit.
I like the Doomhammer better. It's... Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, you want to use the Doomhammer to kill both of them?
Yeah, why not? What else are you going to do with Doomhammer?
Well, that's a good point.
You only take 3 damage. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Kill the wolf first.
Yeah, don't let paladins keep creatures. It was tempting to get that ogre down, and we can't get either of these 6 drops down later.
Oh, we can get the ogre, the
Magi,
mini ogre next turn.
We will have 5 mana. So
or just a bunch of taunt guys for him to run his sword into.
Avenging Wrath, oh, that's not good. At least we have
That's
some
not bad.
totems to...
That's not bad. This is like the worst Avenging Wrath I've ever seen.
But this golem actually survived. Okay, that was bad.
Look at this.
for
Here
him.
it comes. He gonna hit. Big golem. Yeah.
Okay, that was actually, you're right. I think that was the worst Avenging Wrath I have ever seen. So the question is, do we play the Magi or do we play Feral Spirit and Brewmaster?
If we play the Spirit, we're overloaded by 2, but then we can still play an Ogre next turn.
Exactly.
I'd play the...
We'd have to put the golem back into our hand.
Wait.
Thanks to
If we play it? No, I was going to play a Totem.
Oh, Totem plus Feral Spirit?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you hit him with the Doomhammer? We
have 2 more weapons that each have 3 ticks in them that deal 2 damage. I think we get it.
Okay. Yeah, because this is 12 damage here. He's technically down to 7 health.
If we hit him.
If we get all the hits off.
I've been playing out pandas a little less aggressively. Unless I get, 3-2 on turn 2, I'll play it out. But I've been getting a lot of good mileage out of at least just using it to heal damage off guys.
Wow, he's got the quality, using it basically just on the Spirit Wolves.
Yeah.
So we baited out a quality consecration for Spirit Wolf. I think that was a pretty good trade.
Much better than it happening to our big guys.
And I think we just play the Ogre and keep hitting him?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we win...
Yeah, one hit
next
from this
turn.
Ogre will actually seal the deal.
Yeah.
He really needs to have, either like a taunt, like some kind of like a Sunwalker, or humility. I don't know what he could do that would make him kill the Ogre here.
He's just trying to get it down.
Coin and Sunfury Protector. Holy light!
Well, that stops us from winning.
It does delay us by a turn. Yes.
Let's play that.
Let's indeed play that. So the question is, do we pause to Doomhammer this guy?
Well, he's got 1 card in his hand. What's the worst it could be?
Yeah, really, that's a good point. I think we just smash his face in.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, he's gonna have to use... He's probably gonna have to use both of his attacks to get through the 7-8.
Yeah, the worst it could be is if one of these cards was Consecration or Equality and he top decked the other one. That's the worst it could be.
That's true.
It's very unlikely, though. So we're threatening the kill with Lightning Bolt plus a whole bunch of damage. So the champion not going to do the job.
Yep.
Oh, this is interesting. Is that? Oh, the heal happens first,
Yeah.
so he does technically survive. Sunfury Protector, Defender of Argus.
Sunwalker.
Hammer of Wrath. Nope. Well.
It's,
Oh, no, but if that had been Noble Sacrifice, I guess he could have staved it off.
Yeah.
But we actually had a lightning bolt incoming, so double lightning bolt would have just killed him. That was a good game. That definitely felt good after that loss to the Shaman. We really kicked the crap out of that Paladin. And that's 2 times now where turn 1 Abusive Sergeant versus a Paladin seemed like a good play. Well, this time it was definitely good against the other game I'm thinking of. It was a bit more questionable. So you would you have just coined out a recruit there to get rid of the Abusive Sergeant?
Yeah. Well,
then you would have had Noble Sacrifice.
no, I would have played if I had added Noble Sacrifice. I would have played that.
Oh, you would have?
Yeah, I think so.
You wouldn't have tried to like go for the advantage.
I don't know. It doesn't give you an advantage to be playing a bunch of recruits against a Shaman who's going to be playing a bunch of totems, I think.
Yeah, it's true. Here's what I think about mulliganing. Is this what you would do?
I like it, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm at the other side of the screen, so I can't read that very well. And kink.
N kink. It's like N sync, but...
That's clever.
Oh, hey, Fire Elemental. I was wondering when you'd show up.
I haven't seen that in a while.
No, not in this video. I don't remember if it showed up in the other games. I think it did. Well, it's good to know. We have something of a curve. Totem on turn 2. And then 3, 4, something, 6. Now, my opponent passed on turn 1 with the coin, which is good. Most things he could do here, the Hunter holds up pretty well against. Either breaks even or comes out ahead. Totem would, of course, be delightful. No, he's got a coin play. Ah, that's annoying. So it is...
Demolisher.
Oh,
No.
Panther. That's fine. I think you just still play the Razorfin Hunter here.
Yeah.
Ah, too bad that Fairy Dragon didn't
Maybe
have a
he'll do
turn earlier.
something dumb and we get a really good forked lightning.
He'd have to be pretty dumb. Well, no. Actually, he could reasonably use the Panther to kill the Piglet.
Oh yeah, no, I would. I think that would be fine. Yeah, I see. Well,
That's too bad. It's too bad this wasn't the spell damage. Oh, he's not getting greedy. He's just taking it. Okay, so couple of options. One option is to play the Fairy Dragon. The advantage of that is we can Lightning Bolt and kill the Worgen. The other option is just to play the Twilight Drake. It'll be a 4 plus 5 is 6. It'll be a 4/6. The disadvantage of that is that he can kill the Piglet. This becomes a 4/2 with Wind Fury.
Yeah, I don't like I don't like things that give it Wind Fury.
But
But then it does open it up for a lightning.
it does open up for Forked Lightning.
Yeah, that's.
You want to go for it? Yeah. All right, let's do it. Risky for sure, but
I like getting greedy.
sometimes calculated greed is the best kind of greed. And then so next turn we might even kill it with Doomhammer or with Forked Lightning. That does unfortunately both of those stop us from
Doomhammer's
using.
a little painful.
It is a bit. Well, we're at 30 health.
Oh no!
Forked Lightning. Wow.
So he's gonna trade.
Oh, I see. Touche. So let's take a look at our card first. Where's Inventor?
Man, that's a little scary if he gets a Boulder Fist Ogre or Fire Elemental next turn.
Oh my God, you're right.
So we could do Inventor and Lightning Bolt.
Then that stops.
Oh,
us
that
from
does
playing,
stop us from playing.
But it doesn't stop us from playing Doomhammer.
That's true. So
Yeah, this is sort of hedging our bets. You're right. A Fire Elemental next turn or a Boulder Fist Ogre would just be really, really bad. I think if you have a chance to kill the Pine Size, you should take it. So this way we have one less overload as compared to playing the Doomhammer would have been. But we get an extra body on the board. I think that's actually worth it because this mops up totems nicely. He's overloaded because of that Forked Lightning, which is nice. So we have a chance to catch our breath. And he looks like he's passing the turn unless this is like a nothing. Oh, I got the 1/1. So we're going to take damage killing it. Do you whip out the Doomhammer here or just go for Fairy Dragon plus Wolf Rider? I like the Fairy Dragon Wolf Rider because that allows us to play Elemental next turn.
Well, I don't want to play anything with overload. I don't know, for some reason I was thinking Totem instead of one of these things.
Oh.
But I don't know why.
I think against a Shaman, putting a Wolf Rider out seems okay. I mean, this is dangerous for Lightning Storms somewhat,
Yeah.
but it's still a coin flip on the Gnomish Inventor, and then he'd be overloaded, and then he's spending half of his mana to Lightning Storm. I think it's okay. This drew us a card. Well, I know it's not technically relevant. Let's see. He'll have 5 cards left after Lightning Storm to our 5 cards, and Fire Elemental is likely to be card advantage, as is left 4 Lightning, as is the Doomhammer. So I think okay. Oh man, Stormpike Commando. That's the weakness here. Well, Shall we just drop Fire Elemental and keep it simple?
Yeah, that's. I was worried that we wouldn't have a good target for it, and we got one.
Keep it simple, keep it safe. And then we Lightning Bolt his face, right? Just to, you know, get that damage through while we have the chance. So this is 16 damage in one package. That means technically if any of this stuff gets to attack, I really like some Stormlight Commandos. We actually have enough damage to just kill him.
I think the Stormpike Commandos are deceptively bad.
I am inclined to agree. Man, Fork Lightning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Wait,
the question
teacher
is,
first.
do you do Teacher or do you do your Earth Elemental?
I want the teacher first. If he has a Hex, I want to
Oh, you want to bait
bait
it out?
it
Okay.
out first. Because we're, I mean, we're threatening to kill in a turn or two.
Yeah,
at this
that's
point
right.
Anyway.
I mean, that's really good Fork Lightning. For turn 7, for Fork Lightning to be this good is kind of awesome. So,
That's why those guys are deceptively bad.
you know, like the low hit points on him.
Yeah. It'd be. Well, I don't know if I would say it would be strictly. Not strictly better. I don't know if I would say it would be better as a 2/4 for 5.
Oh, I see. Well, sometimes the 4 power is good for trading up into a
Right.
more aggressive creature. Wow, our opponent basically passed turn 8 here, just Totem and Gnomish Inventor it, and
And just
concedes.
gave up, yeah.
Okay, well, the second Shaman that went much better than the first one, so that's encouraging. And we got 60 gold, so more encouraging.
These are the type of things
Ah,
that you
we
see.
got 40 gold.
These are the type of decks that you see at 1 loss. I think that's the thing, is when you're at 0 losses, you could hit, you know, something that's on the road to getting 12 wins at any point.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I used to be like, just a little while ago, I was like trying to break above 5,000, but now I'm almost at 5,500. Yeah, so I was saying earlier, you know, when you take like a little break and just like do some daily quests,
Yeah.
it's like pretty easy to gain money. That's why I'm kind of surprised that people complain that
Yeah,
Hearthstone
I
is
mean-
hard to gain money in.
You'd have to, I guess you have to, I mean, really you have to average a little better than average if you play one every other day, but do all
Yeah.
your quests.
And the thing is, like, I definitely understand, you know, it's frustrating if you want to play Arena every day. You know, it might be difficult to do, but like, I guess it's just I'm like grown up with like a life or something that it's just like hard to like play like 3 arenas a day. You can't always do that.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the mulligan situation here?
Who are we playing against?
Priest.
Oh, that's a little risky with the Earth
Because
Element.
yeah, Shadow
Well,
Word,
you know, here's
Shadow
the-
Word Death will just take it out.
I don't know.
Would you keep the whole hand? Turn 2, you can't play this on turn 3, unfortunately.
I might get rid of the Stoneforged Axe. No, I
Whoa.
wouldn't do that, no. I might
Yeah.
get rid of the Hunter, maybe.
Like this.
No, actually, I'd probably keep it all.
Keep it all. All right, let's try it
Oh,
for,
alright.
for education.
Yeah.
We'll see how this works out.
I usually don't keep 5 drops, but getting that thing on turn 5 is so good.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, First Warlord. We haven't really seen this, and I'm kind of glad.
I'm kind of glad too. I guess that
Another
this
weird
deck's
card.
not. Well, Shamans are inherently kind of good for it. I don't know why you're so down on that card.
Cue everybody be like, Light Warden's a good card.
It's not a good card. It's good for 1 mana.
Oh, I don't think it's good for 1 mana. Compared to the other like class-specific 1-drops, compare this to like Blood Imp, Flame Imp, Voidwalker,
Sure.
Ooze, yeah.
It's all grayed out too.
Well, at least we got a 2-drop.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, and then like Mana Worm, like really, it's
Yeah.
just so
I've played it.
bad.
I've played it happily in. It takes a certain type of deck. Warlock deck I've played it in, where I'll have a lot of healing effects just because.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
I'll have a lot of healing effects. I'll pick up those. What is it?
The 3/3s?
The 3/3s and the 2/1s just to keep my life total high.
I see.
I
So
was
here's a
hoping-
crazy suggestion. Do we play the Hunter here?
Um.
I guess the instead of the Violet Teacher? Because the Hunter, like, technically holds up against his board by itself. Although the
A
Shatterstone
little bit.
Cleric could kill the Piglet.
and be left as a 3/1 and the other guy. I'm fine playing that. The Hunter.
I guess the Violet Teacher also trades against both of his things.
Yeah, but isn't that worse? It's worse if the Shadow Word Pain,
Yeah.
like that just puts us in a really bad spot. And then his 2 guys almost kill the Elemental next turn anyway, even if he
Oh my gosh, that's true.
doesn't have a Shadow Word Death. So I like this play a lot better.
This is a really good illustration of why it's important to kill your opponent's minions. Like, if he were to attack past, that would just make our day. We get a 6/6. We don't even need to do the Earth Elemental.
Right, we can play it the next turn.
And we can clear out his board with our stuff. Oh, does he have more buffs? He has more buffs.
Oh, that's rough.
Those Shattered Sun Clerics were pretty good. Oh, he's going to coin and heal. Oh, right, we should remember that we're playing against a priest, because priests can do that. So he actually gets to kill the piglet now.
We're in really bad trouble.
This is a very tough situation. He can now actually just 2-for-1 against the Earth Elemental and not even care. Do we play this instead?
I think it's better to play that instead.
Yeah. So it doesn't even... He can actually go card down killing these and still be left with a minion. Man, this ooze was so good. It killed the axe, and the axe would have been so amazing.
It would have been really good against all these guys.
Of this stuff.
Yeah.
God damn it. Man, he is so happy with himself for drafting that ooze now.
But the thing is, like, think about this. If you didn't have the axe, it's still fine. It's still 3-2 on turn 2.
I know. Yeah,
I still don't see why you're so down on that card.
Because 3/2s for 2s are just, they just don't do enough to justify a spot in your 30 cards, I think.
You don't think so?
No.
Ever.
He can actually...
I mean, you need 2 drops, right? So why not that one? I don't get...
Because you can get one that does that and more.
Like what?
Well, like a Knife Juggler.
Well, that's a rare. You don't get
That's
those.
true, that's true. Fairy Dragon.
Sure.
I mean, sure, you don't have the choice sometimes. Oh my gosh, he actually passed the turn after that. If we had had a Forked Lightning, we actually would be alright. Well, Violet Teacher and Fairy Dragon is one option, or just, say, YOLO or
You know, we're
Elemental.
still at 29 life.
Yeah, that's true.
So...
Maybe he's out of buffs.
Yeah,
we could just play Violet Teacher and Fairy Dragon.
I like that, yeah.
Let's go for it. If only we had Forked Lightning. We'd actually be back in the game with the Forked Lightning there.
Well, we're still in the game.
We are still in the game, you're right. I guess I should be more optimistic.
The thing is, I mean, the Earth Elemental might just shut him down once we get that.
It's true.
Oh, look at that. And it was
right.
from the left side of his hand, so...
Yeah.
That was, I think, the right call not to play that down as our 4-drop.
That's true.
Ready to run.
Oh, Wolf Rider. That's not good.
He still has those same 2 guys. Now he's hitting us. Now this is...
Hey!
Oh, okay.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
We get to do this.
Kill the ooze.
We get to do the ghoul.
Yeah.
We get to do a totem.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we kill the ooze.
Guide me.
The ooze is at its end. So the Shattered Sun Cleric tragically does kill the ghoul. We could have played Earth Elemental there. Instead of totem plus ghoul. Might have been smarter.
Maybe. I kind of just want to have that Earth Elemental on a fairly clear board. Oh, 2 of them.
Yep. That's a good card. Magical Mercenary.
Oh,
Ooh, that might accelerate our needs for playing the Earth Elemental here.
yeah, that's sad.
Abusive Sergeant. Oh, if only we had minions. So we could actually or totem this for a 5/5.
No, I think
that's not good enough.
We kill the cleric with the axe.
Well, Sylvie doesn't have any of the other kind of shadow word. Otherwise, we are just boned. Boned like the Dickens. Or, you know what would suck? A big game hunter. That would also really suck.
Yeah.
Next turn, we're going to have 6 mana to work with. That is actually enough for Abusive Sergeant plus Frostbolt Warlord. So if one of our minions can survive, we get a 6/6 and we can buff up. And right, his minions are more expensive.
So far, this is okay.
Yeah, this is looking okay now because... Yep, this is good. Twilight Drake is interesting.
What do we do here? How about kill the 4/4, kill the 2/2 with the axe?
Keep this thing around.
Yeah.
Actually, the thing we'll get to trade.
That's, I mean, we're not going to be able to stop that from
Yeah. So do you play the 4/4 here before it gets any worse and make a totem?
Against a priest, it doesn't... I guess the main thing is we don't want to get hit by a Holy Nova.
Yeah.
So, probably not. No, I'd play the Abusive Sergeant first.
And then the Frostbolt Warlord?
Yeah, just get the 6/6.
So we're unfortunately wasting the Battle Cry, but we do get the 6/6 this way. Coming up on mind control territory here. This Twilight Drake is unfortunately going to be a 4/2.
Which does get hit by Holy Nova.
Which does get hit by Holy Nova.
Yeah. Well, we might
So
have
we're hoping the 6/6 can go the distance. Fragile situation here. Him with him having 4 cards. This could go back afterwards really fast. Or pretty much a Shadow Word Death from getting blown out, assuming his other 3 cards are good.
I think if he had a Shadow Word Death, he would have...
Oh yeah, right. You're right. He would have used it on the Earth Elemental. So he shouldn't have any Shadow Word Deaths to deal with.
Are you ready for
Oh,
this?
that's big.
Oh, look at that. That's interesting.
That is interesting. We could tackle the Abusive Sergeant, Panda the Abusive Sergeant, replay the Abusive Sergeant, and then kill the Archmage with it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Is that worth doing? Or you just throw the Abusive Sergeant away, and with the Frostbolt Warlord kill the...
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
What that allows us to do is to Panda the Warlord and replay it, healing it.
For a 5/5.
But it'd only be a 5/5.
No, I don't.
No. We attack with the Warlord first, then we Panda, then we
I see.
replay. We still get our 6/6, and we lose the Abusive Sergeant.
That's actually okay.
Is that... Yeah, I think it's actually better.
Yeah.
So we'll do this.
Yep.
Order is extremely
the
important
order.
here.
Me, friend.
Unfortunately, we have 1 minute short of being able to
Do a
Twilight
totem.
Drake.
Wait, you
first.
could do a totem too.
Oh, I could do a totem. That makes it
Yeah.
even bigger. You're right, because we can't play the Drake anyway. Might as well. Taunt is actually really nice because it stops the Golem from killing the Panda. I think, Dan, you and I figured it out.
Okay.
That was a really good sequence. We're at 13 health, which is a bit scary, and he has Mind Control.
Oh
no. There's nothing in this deck to deal with that thing other than the Earth Elemental, which is already gone. Oh, Boulder of Stoker.
There you go. You play
It
both.
just dies. Yeah. I mean, we can. So that dies to the, Hardest Golem here.
There's really no reason to hit.
Oh, man, that Mind Control is pretty good. So I guess we were a little bit too clever for our own good. If it had been just a 6/6 Frostbolt Warlord, that would have been all the difference.
This is one thing that I do. I think I mentioned. Oh, that's bad. I did mention this before. I wish. I bet you could get a lot of value if you actually got really good at tracking people's cards. Like if a priest, you see they've been holding onto a single card the whole time.
It's Mind Control. Can we
You have a
concede
good
here?
chance. Yeah, we can concede.
I'm going to give him a well played. That was well played.
Yeah.
Wow, we still have 3 games to go, Dan, to meet your prediction of 8 to 10. Getting a little bit dicey.
We're at 2 losses.
And 5 wins. Oh man, thought we'd be doing better, but still a strong deck. Just a couple of hard-fought losses there. Well,
it has trouble dealing with the big stuff.
it really does. That Mind Control was the nail in the coffin. Although I thought the game was going badly the whole time, but I guess we caught back up.
Well, we never really did. He was always up 2 or 3 cards.
Yeah, that ooze. It all started with that ooze killing our axe.
Yep.
Man, that Light Warden on turn 1, baiting out the axe, meant the ooze was really good. So I guess the Light Warden was good in that game for that reason.
Well, there's just times when I've had Light Warden, if you're able to do a couple heal effects in a turn, just randomly gets to be 5 power.
Yeah.
Doomhammer.
Well,
And then I would throw that back. I would throw the ghoul back too, I think.
although we can play this on turn 1, coin on turn 2, play the other on turn 3.
Oh,
Especially if we're going to
Wait.
use the Abusive Sergeant into a recruit, the
Yeah.
ghoul getting coined out could be good.
yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm thinking I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this on turn 1.
Yeah, that's fine in this case.
He hopefully passes on turn 1. We play the Abusive Sergeant. He makes a recruit on turn 2, hopefully.
Coin out the ghoul, trade him up.
Yeah. So you go down a card, but I think it's valuable tempo against the Paladin, stopping him from keeping those recruits around.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Lava Burst, not a very fortunate pickup. This will be dead for a while. But it can be good for
You
taking
could
down.
coin out
a-
Earth Elemental.
Could coin out Earth Elemental on turn 4. Well,
That'd be hard for them to deal with unless he has. Like
the
one of
problem
those
is
one.
to do that we'd have to totem on turn 2 instead
Yeah.
of coining out a ghoul.
Well, depending on what he does here, that might not.
That's true. If he plays a 3/2, and lets us trade the Abusive Sergeant into that for some dumb reason, which there's really no point in doing that at all, then yeah, we could just make a totem and hang on to the coin.
I'd still rather have a 4/3 on turn 2.
Yeah. He's gonna do it. Okay, so he held out a card, so I think he does have a 2-mana thing, and he just realized it was pointless to play.
So it's probably a 3/2. That's fine because we have the lightning bolt next turn.
Yeah.
Because he's probably gonna play out a 3/2, and then try to trade up with that guy there.
Yeah. He might also have a better thing on turn 3. Like if he had a Wolf Rider, he'd play it here
Oh.
and kill the ghoul,
Yeah, that's true.
which is possible. But even so, if he trades the board, I'm okay with it. We get a nice repopulation on turn 3. There's that card. Ah ha ha. Ooze.
So we bolt it, hit him for 5, make a totem.
Yep, looks good to me. Get Overload out of the way now so that we can still play Earth Elemental on turn 5. So now it's the common situation of how does he kill the ghoul? Is it with a Truce of a Champion or with a Hammer of Wrath?
How many oozes do you think this guy has?
Hopefully 1. He uses Truce of a Champion, because of course he does. Well,
That's not so bad. He's down to 22.
and this is not a particularly great target for it.
Right. And if he saves it, Earth Elemental's not great for it either.
Nope.
Don't mess with us.
Alright, well, we play Earth Elemental. Really, he would need a Humility effect or a Big Game Hunter to take this down. That's really all paladins have. I guess Faceless Manipulator to copy it would also
Right.
be good.
Ah, that always feels so bad. Not getting the... they don't get Overload.
Yeah. So,
So do you think he has another True Silver Champion?
Truce of a Champion? Probably.
I mean, like, right now, the fact that he used it on a 2-3.
Oh no, that was totally worth using on a 2-3. I think we can't read into it because the 2-3 would have killed the 2-2.
Oh, yeah.
So for a tempo reasons,
Yeah,
it was
you're
worth
right,
it.
you're right.
Well, I think we can just go for an Earth Elemental here.
Yep, I agree. Do we get rid of the shield?
With our Piglet?
Yeah. I think so.
I think so. Because otherwise, that Golem is just 2 free damage on the Earth Elemental.
Yeah.
Imagine if you like Blessing of Kings, that would be really terrible. So next turn we actually have 3 mana, which is enough to drop a Feral Spirit and keep the Overload train going, I guess. Which is pretty good board presence against a Paladin. We could have done that and Fairy Dragon as well.
So he's thinking.
Let
But that was that turn... Oh no, the ooze came from over there already.
Yeah.
So that's... Yeah, there.
He had another Truce of a Champion, so he can actually kill this thing without too many losses. Luckily, the Wolf does not actually help him
Yeah.
kill the Earth Elemental, so that's good news. It's going to take 5 net damage here.
So we already have 6 burn damage. I guess the spirit here.
Spirit seems good. He can use the weapon to kill one of them, but then... Actually, the damaged golem killing one is also kind of good
That
for
is
him.
pretty good, yep.
Next turn we have 5 mana, which is enough to either play 2 minions or to get the Doomhammer party started. Technically, if everything's allowed to go, this is 16 damage, plus this is another, without the spell damage totem, 5. So technically we have 21 damage.
He's never getting rid of that spell damage.
You don't think so? We can get rid of it this turn.
No, he's not going to get it.
The wolf.
Oh, well, maybe he will.
I think, Dan, the odds are not in our favor.
No, he's going to hit us. He's not going to waste 4 damage on that.
You don't think? Oh, he's gonna kill the totem. He knows better than to let us shaman keep it. Well, all right.
Look at
Get
that.
back.
See? I know how bad players think.
Fort Lightning, spell damage, but actually these 4 health things don't really work very well.
No, it doesn't.
Ah, boy. Crap. I think Doomhammer to kill the wolf and the imp is a possibility, or we could go for it. We could say we're behind. We could go for it. And
What?
just
So
hit him in the face.
hit him for down to 13. The turn after that, we
Hit him down. to-
assume we hit him down to 9, and he leaves the totem alive still. This only gets him down to 3, and then he kills us the next turn.
Yeah.
Well, 1, 5. What's he have right now? So 3, 5, 10 damage puts us down to 16. Assuming he drops something next turn, that's a little scary. But next turn we could play Fork Lightning, maybe get rid of a couple things.
I think maybe we have to play the Panther and the Dragon.
I would hit him.
You'd hit him with the Doomhammer?
I think that's our best shot at this point. We don't have any way to clear his board.
You're right. I mean, the Lava Burst could hit the Dwarf.
Well, here's I guess the other thing
Does
is
it
that
matter?
if we play those 2 guys and he ignores them, that does help us get a lot closer to just killing him. So maybe I would play those 2 guys, and if he spends time killing them, then that's good for us too.
Although if you know what? If he plays Consecration, everything dies, and then we
Well,
really
then we
regret.
have no chance.
Yeah, then we have no chance. The Master can kill the Fairy Dragon pretty profitably.
That's
Then
not so
I guess
bad.
it'll die afterwards. Does that help him? That does help him. So the Imp plus
yeah.
the life stress.
Yeah, but that hits him. He hits
Oh
himself
yes,
for 3.
that's right. That is good for us.
So we hit him to 10. We almost have. Oh, he actually took the 10. Okay.
Smart move.
Yeah, it is.
Truth is
No! Oh my god, we need Earth Shock. We need Earth Shock real bad.
Yeah, we do.
Let's get
Well,
past this.
It's good you have 2 of them.
Yes, it is. Doubles our odds. 1 in 9 chance. Nope. Oh god, this is a problem.
Yeah. I think first we lightning.
Yeah, I might get lucky, pop the Divine Shield. If it does, then we can Lava Burst this thing down.
Yeah.
Then we can kill the Dark Iron Dwarf.
And then use that other. We might be out of mana at that point, but whatever.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
just go for it.
we gotta go for it. Wow, that was
That
probably
was actually really good.
the best we could have hoped for.
Yeah.
And then Panther, well, do we get greedy and kill the Imp? Or do we just take out the Dwarf?
Or no, we don't hit him to 7. That's a bad idea.
Then we could use the Wolf Rider to finish off the Imp Master.
And he's left with a 1/1, a 2/1,
And this weapon.
and the weapon gets us down to 15. Might as well be 13 with that guy there. Yeah, I think killing the master. Oh,
The Imp or the Dwarf?
dwarf. I think kill the dwarf. I think he's.
Better safe than sorry. Okay, so that's that. You know, he's in top deck mode. He's got a nice advantage here.
Yeah, we're not. We're really overloaded.
Mm-hmm. We're only gonna have 5 mana, so it's Doomhammer or bust.
But Doomhammer is actually okay here.
Yeah. So the
This
question
is actually
is,
pretty good. Kill the 2/1 and a 1/1.
so you don't go for the face. This is 16 damage. We'll
No.
kill him in 4 turns. I guess he's gonna kill us.
He's gonna kill us in a couple turns.
4, 5. Yeah, he's gonna kill us.
I think if we are gonna kill him, it's saying 16 damage. I think like those last 4 damage are gonna come out of our weapon.
Yeah, you're right. Well, let's see how good his top decks are. We can get a 5/5 for 5 next turn. At least.
Right.
Oh, 3 toughness is bad for us here. Crap, we're in trouble because we can kill off 2 of these recruits, but then we're down to 6 health. He can hit us for 4 damage. Ooh, do you draw a
I
card
think you draw a card.
at the expense of being able to play this?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's not gonna. I mean, that guy's not gonna do anything this turn anyway. We're not gonna win next turn, right? And the 4 damage.
So you kill these recruits, right?
Yeah.
Gotta kill those recruits. Oh, the taunt was a good flip. That saves us, well, potentially 3 damage, assuming these 2 cards he has are not interactive. We're done with Overload, so we can actually play everything. I mean, our life is really just the problem.
Oh.
Oh, no.
It's a hammer.
That's not good. I don't like that he's pointing things at us here.
3 damage.
Oh, Frost Elemental.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
actually going to win him the game because that's 5 damage. I mean, that's all he needs. We don't have Taunt here, unfortunately.
We might draw.
Oh, we have Senjin?
Yeah. Oh, he can get through the Senjin and kill it.
Ah, yep. Yep, it's over.
Yeah.
Folder for Stover, it's
Well,
all cute. Alright, you know what?
uh,
You know what? You know what you do here?
Yeah, you just try to trick him.
Yep.
Hit him in the face, make him think that his life's in danger.
And just casually pass the turn.
I bet he's gonna hit us with a 5 power guy.
I bet so too. Well played. Keep your cool. Don't say anything. Maybe.
Yeah, attack your own guy. Oh, well.
Aw, he's douchily playing an extra minion. Alright. Well played. Well, Dan, you and I were both overly optimistic. This only went to 5 wins, alas.
That was a little sad.
That was a bit sad. Well, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and or subscribe. 5's not, bad. It's not disrespectable. Let's go ahead and take a look at the prizes. Those of you interested in sticking around for some extra time. 5 wins seems really swingy. Either like 50 to 60 or like 100 and above. So hopefully we'll
Depends if you get that 20 dust.
Yeah, that's the pack. Gold. And It's gold, yay, 95. It's not the
pretty
best,
good.
but it's good. It's above
You
average.
made a profit with your 100 gold over the course of.
That's true. Those dailies. Nice normal pack. Can't complain. I flipped a golden legendary. Dan, did you see that?
No, I didn't. What
That
is
was my first golden legendary. It was Deathwing,
it?
which I already had a regular version of.
So you killed it for dust?
I killed
Are
it
you
for dust.
kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Why would you do that?
Why do I need a golden Deathwing for?
Wait, which one is Deathwing? I don't even know what that is.
Deathwing, he's the, crazy one.
Why wouldn't you get rid of the normal one?
So I can get 1,200 extra dust.
Oh, man.
It's this one.
Okay.
Destroy other minions and discard your hand. Yeah, so I need a lot of legendaries still. What is this?
I just got one recently. What was it? No, maybe I didn't. Oh, you have all the two.
I have all the twos. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it's all the twos. So I need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 5 of the class ones. So I need 23 more. A lot of stuff. Anyway, let's take a sneak peek at our next arena. It's going to be Warlock, Warrior, or Priest. Thanks again for watching, folks, and we'll see you again soon.